Picture the moment your eyelids drop. The world around you melts away, the light fades, and the weight of the day slips off like a faint breeze dissolving into nothing. Your body stays there, still on the mattress, wrapped in soft fabric, as the stillness of night cradles you. Yet, something peculiar happens. Your mind doesn't stop. It doesn't switch off like a flicked light. Instead, it begins to roam, wandering through places you've never stepped into, weaving tales that feel as true as the bread you ate at breakfast. Have you ever paused to wonder what's unfolding right then? Where does that essence of you, the part that thinks, feels, and notices, the thing we call consciousness, go when night sweeps it away? Experts tell us sleep is for recharging. They say the brain uses those hours to sort through the day's clutter, like a quiet clerk tidying mental drawers. But that notion feels narrow, almost shallow, when you wake from a dream so sharp your chest still thumps, or when you sense you've been somewhere, a place you can't name but somehow know. Is sleep really just a break? Or could it be that, by dimming the lights, you're turning the handle to a gateway far grander, something textbooks haven't yet charted? Consider this. While your body lies still, your mind builds entire landscapes, crafts exchanges with strangers you've never met, and sometimes even hints at things yet to come. Some swear they dreamed of a long-lost relative and soon heard from them. Others claim they glimpsed a slice of tomorrow, and a few, for a fleeting second, felt they left their body behind, hovering in the void. If sleep were merely rest, why does it pull us into these escapades? Let's dive into this voyage together, peeling back the layers to uncover what truly happens when darkness calls. When you drift into sleep, it might seem like everything in you settles into total calm, but that's not quite the truth. Your mind, that tireless conductor, doesn't take a break. It shifts gears, sure, but keeps humming along. In the deepest stretches of sleep, brain pulses slow, as if your inner rhythm eased into a gentle sway. Then comes the dreaming phase, REM, when your eyes dart beneath their lids. That's when something astonishing sparks. Parts of your brain flare up like stars piercing a dark sky. The region tied to imagery bursts alive, sketching scenes you could almost grasp. Feelings surge, so potent you might wake with a grin or damp cheeks. Here's the twist that grabs you. While this unfolds, the zone steering rational thought, known as the prefrontal cortex, goes quiet. That's why, in dreams, you don't blink at sailing through a cloud river or chatting with a talking bird. There are no boundaries, no breaks. It makes you wonder, if the brain's so busy, how can we label sleep as rest? Perhaps the answer hides in a truth scholars are only starting to grasp. Sleep isn't a shutdown, it's a shift in view. Your consciousness doesn't vanish. It just turns its gaze inward, roaming a realm unbound by the outside. And there's more. As you dream, your brain churns out a curious substance called DMT, a compound that, when taken artificially, sparks visions of fantastical worlds and meetings with odd figures. Researchers hint this natural element might fuel those nights when dreams feel like a wild ride beyond imagination. What does that mean? Are dreams just a chemical quirk, a game played by an idle mind? Or is DMT a key, unlocking layers of existence we can't grasp awake? When you rise from a dream that feels truer than daylight, it's tough to buy that it was all just a brain whim. Maybe, as you sleep, your mind isn't just unwinding, it's venturing into a landscape we haven't yet learned to name. Ever had that feeling? A dream stretches on for what seems like days, yet when your eyes flick open, the clock insists only moments passed. Or maybe you saw something so vivid, a face, a scene, that later came to life before you. Time in dreams is a riddle that shrugs off the waking world's rules. Studies suggest that in REM sleep, the brain follows its own beat, as if tuning the hours to its whims. Those who master their dreams, the lucid dreamers, have tested it. They count beats in their sleeping mind and find time there bends, stretching minutes into forever. But it's not just time that twists. Dreams whisk us to impossible realms, peaks that hover, seas of light, or lanes you've never walked but somehow recognize. Some say they revisit the same spot across nights, like a hideaway in another life. It's enough to make curious souls ask, what if dreams aren't mere fancy? What if, as we sleep, our consciousness slides beyond this plane, brushing other worlds? Modern science toys with the multiverse idea, countless realities existing side by side. Could Dreams be whispers of those alternatives, shards of lives we don't live here. Then there are dreams that seem to see ahead. Stories of folks catching tomorrow in their sleeping minds aren't rare. Someone pictures a storm and soon dodges the rain they foresaw. Another dreams of a distant friend and meets them days later. Scholars call it luck, but when luck piles up, suspicion creeps in. Maybe, in sleep, our consciousness breaks free of now, drifting where past and future blur. Maybe dreams are more than made-up tales. They're glimpses, cracks we peek through to something our waking mind can't yet hold. When you dream, you're not just resting. You're crossing a domain where time and space simply don't play by the rules we know. There are moments in sleep that tug us past the ordinary. Picture waking unable to move. You're aware the room's real, but an unseen force pins you down. Many speak of a heaviness on their chest, shapes in the shadows, or a stare they can't place. What's striking is that across the globe, the tales align, the weight, the presence, the chill. Science chalks it up to the brain stuck between sleep and waking, a brief glitch. But what if it's more? What if, for a heartbeat, you're catching sight of something usually veiled, something sleep unveils by mistake? Now, imagine lucid dreams where you realize you're dreaming and seize the reins. Suddenly, you're soaring over ridges or reshaping the scene like a painter. Research shows that in those flashes, the brain's self-awareness zone lights up, proving that even asleep, you're awake in a rare way. Why can we do this? If dreams were just mental static, why could we steer them? Some argue it hints that consciousness isn't wholly chained to the body, that it can dwell in its own space, loose from physical ties. And what about dying in a dream? Ever plunge from a height or met a sudden end, only to wake gasping but unharmed? They say death in dreams marks renewal, a shadow of something shifting inside you. Oddly, those who go through it often wake with fresh clarity, as if the dream swept a fog away. There's a strange kinship between sleep and death. In both, the body slows, the outside fades, and the mind roams strange lands. Those who've brushed death speak of drifting, reliving the past, echoes that feel like dream kin. Is sleep a rehearsal? A way for the mind to probe what lies beyond without crossing over? When you sleep, you're stepping to the line between the touchable and the untouchable, a place where consciousness toys with puzzles we haven't yet cracked. Turning off the lights isn't just resting. It's plunging into a quest that defies all we think we grasp. Your mind doesn't hush, it crafts. Your consciousness doesn't fade, it roams. From dreams that scramble hours to visions that seem to peek at what's ahead, sleep hauls us to a space where daily logic holds no sway. It's as if, for a few hours, you shed being just a body amid sheets and become an explorer, crossing chemical seas, glimpsing other planes, or facing shapes that murmur in the dark. Whatever's at play, one thing stands out. Sleep is a passage, and what's on the far side remains a secret. Next time you lie down, ponder. Where did my mind truly go while silence ruled? Was it just sifting old memories, or did it, for a moment, touch something vast? A slice of timelessness, a ripple from another realm. Science hands us clues, but the full picture still slips away. Maybe sleep is our grandest puzzle, a sign we're more than flesh and bone. So, dim the lights tonight and ask yourself, what will I uncover this time? If this journey hooked you, drop a like and subscribe to the channel for more tales like this. Your curiosity deserves more.